What's up, you beautiful bastards? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. For today's Friday show, I want to talk about a heavily requested and I think important story. It's around the situation that you may have heard of as Elsagate. As of late, there's been a lot of concern around YouTube's children-focused content. Some children's videos, I would argue, most children's videos are completely normal content, like nursery rhymes, colors, counting. But there's also a huge subsection of videos that are very troubling. And the range here is, okay, that's kind of weird and kind of inappropriate, to what the fuck, how is this in YouTube Kids? And what we often see is that they use children's characters in the videos. They have video titles, tags that are specifically designed to take advantage of the YouTube algorithm. And essentially the way it works is on YouTube Kids, you get longer viewing time. Unlike an adult that's specifically searching and hopping from video to video, when you have a kid, often like an iPad's being put in front of them, a lot of the kids just watch video after video as they pop up on the screen, which is where these videos can take advantage of the algorithm. The kids watching silly fun videos about Minions, Despicable Me, and then this ridiculous insanity pops up for them. This is from Zin Cartoon, titled Minions Banana Baby Drinks Piss Water, Funny Story Full Episodes, Finger Family Song Nursery. Also, you'll notice a lot of the titles, the descriptions, the tags, it's kind of like this word soup. Once again, that's people taking advantage of the algorithm by using highly searched terms in their description. And there's a full disgusting rainbow of obscene and really inappropriate videos. There's a lot of tricking people into drinking pee, eating poop. You get stuff like Princess Rapunzel and Spider-Man buried alive, Venom poop, and you see what looks to be a bloodied Rapunzel with poop on her head. Also, if you're wondering why this is called Elsagate, but I haven't even mentioned Elsa yet, it's because I want you to know that this is much more than just a character from Frozen being in some weird video. A lot of the original weird, disturbing videos included someone either playing Elsa or an animation of Elsa. Frozen, of course, was one of the most popular pieces of children's entertainment in an incredibly long time. Frozen, the specific characters, the names of the songs, constantly searched. A lot of weird videos started with her, then people started including more characters like Spider-Man, Hulk, Joker. Honestly, any character you can imagine, there is probably a weird video like this out there. They have this video of Elsa apparently sick and Anna is trying to take care of her, so then they check her temperature rectally. Also, then Anna kisses Elsa. That video has 7.8 million views, and it is not even close to being their biggest. That same channel has another video with 20 million views. Once again, this is a kid's channel and video. All the characters are drinking at a dance party, and it ends up with the characters waking up in bed together, naked, partially clothed. Also, keep in mind, it's not just animation channels. Gotta give a shout out to the channel called Pranks Game. They actually feature live actors in what really just feels like softcore porn. In this video, Spider-Man versus Black Cat Girl starts off with this woman beating the shit out of Spider-Man in bed. Spider-Man then proceeds to stare at her chest. He then grabs her breast, causing Black Cat to bite her lip. She then changes her mount position, continues to beat the shit out of Spider-Man, and then she has a dance party. Then Spider-Man fights back, he gets on top of her. Black Cat fights back, she kicks him in the dick 3 times. 5.8 million views. And that's without going into their superhero love story where eventually Spider-Man and Black Cat, I don't know, it looks like they fuck on a couch. That's got 8.7 million views. And keep in mind, once again, that all of these tags, everything, it's geared towards kids. The channel Toy Scout is another fantastic weird example. They've done a masterful job of taking advantage of the algorithm. In the past 30 days, they've gained over 616,000 subscribers. They have 9.7 million subscribers on the channel. They have videos like this one called Everyone Loves Spider-Man with Frozen Elsa, Minnie, Spider-Girl, Peppa Pig, and Joker in real life. Obviously, you see there they're taking advantage of the tags. 19.57 million views, 687 comments. Most people would look at those numbers and go, oh, that person's boosted. No, probably not. We're talking about kids that aren't participating in the comment section watching this video. In this video, by the way, it's hard to even explain what happens. Everyone's happy, and then, uh-oh, time to go world star on Elsa. Then Spider-Man's essentially naked. Then Rapunzel gets chloroformed by Joker and kidnapped. Then Chase, yes, I watch Paw Patrol, I have children. He gets stabbed in the ass with a needle. Then Rubble, once again, I told you, I watch Paw Patrol. He captures and then seemingly is trying to murder a minion. Oh, and a dinosaur. Then he abducts Peppa the pig. Some of the other videos that blow up on this channel, I just love the thumbnails. Princess Rapunzel versus nails through finger, oh my god. Princess Rapunzel got nailed through the foot. Spider-Man versus sharp nails on toilet. What the fuck is wrong with people? Also, some channels aren't even trying to hide it. Super Hermes TV has a video called Paw Patrol Babies Pretend to Die Suicide. Here's a little clip from that beauty. In response to most of this, especially as it's gained more and more traction in the news, has been, what the fuck? How can there be monetization issues? Things people are calling the adpocalypse when this is out there getting millions of views. There are a lot of people saying they were getting ads while watching these videos. In response to these kinds of videos, YouTube has put into place new policies. In June, when they issued new monetization policies, that included content that depicts family-friendly characters engaged in violent, sexual, vile, or otherwise inappropriate behavior, even if done for comedic or satirical purposes, is not eligible for monetization. And Malik Ducard, the head of YouTube's Family and Learning content said that the videos were, quote, the extreme needle in the haystack. Of course, many people's response to that was, how is this a needle in a haystack situation when you're talking about tens and sometimes hundreds of millions of views? There were people reporting that these videos were prominently featured on the YouTube Kids app. And that was an app that acknowledged that there was really messed up content on YouTube and then said, hey, we're going to make sure the content is safe. But because the content isn't initially looked at by human beings, obviously the algorithm rules all on YouTube, these videos were getting through, and most importantly, they were getting through to children. But despite the changes, if you still search for certain terms, you find inappropriate videos. What we're seeing in general is that the videos have continued despite having to fight demonetization. And this isn't great for YouTube because a lot of the mainstream outlets have been covering it. The New York Times putting out a piece on this earlier this month, writing on YouTube Kids, startling videos slip past filters. There was a post by James Bridle that blew up on Medium, saying these videos, wherever they are made, however they come to be made, and whatever their conscious intentions, i.e. to accumulate ad revenue, are feeding upon a system which was consciously intended to show videos to children for profit. The unconsciously generated emergent outcomes of that are all over the place. What we're talking about is very young children, effectively from birth, being deliberately targeted with content which will traumatize and disturb them via networks which are extremely vulnerable to exactly this form of abuse. And he was arguing that YouTube was causing infrastructural violence against children. And so after this popped up in the news again, YouTube decided to respond again. Juniper Downs, YouTube's director of policy, saying, we're in the process of implementing a new policy that age restricts this content in the YouTube main app when flagged, adding age-restricted content is automatically not allowed in YouTube Kids. So how will this work? Well, the first line of defense is the algorithm, right? And so based on how YouTube algorithms have treated you, your faith in this might be mixed. Then afterwards, people like yourself, if you see these videos, flag them as inappropriate. A human will then look at that video, determine if it's flagged properly. YouTube says they have thousands of members across the world to help, and if it's in the wrong, the video will be flagged and will become age-restricted. Then if the video becomes age-restricted, it won't be in the Kids app. Now, will all of that work? Maybe. I think if there was ever a fire that could get YouTube off its ass to do something, it's a, oh my god, we're showing horrible shit to children fire. And I will say, overall, so far, it does seem like the most horrid examples we've found have been taken off the Kids app. However, looking into it, it seems that companies issuing takedowns have been more effective than YouTube's system. This because many of the horrendous videos have been taken down due to copyright claims and not because of Agegate. But ultimately, the big problem of hoping people flag these videos is there is a reason that these videos got so many millions of views under so many people's radar. Adults aren't searching for this stuff. They're searching for like a regular, normal daddy finger song, and then they plop that iPad in front of a kid, and then 20 minutes later, thanks to the algorithm, weird shit shows up. And so unless people continue to be proactive, which is not going to be the case long term, this problem could still very easily continue and grow. And so while I think we can all make a temporary push to look for a lot of this weird content, flag it, see what YouTube does, what I would say is to my fellow parents out there, also to the brothers, the sisters, anyone who is responsible for a child, let's all try to take that extra minute to make sure we know exactly what our children are consuming online. And understand, I'm not trying to shame you. I think most people that downloaded the app were like, oh, okay, YouTube made it safe for my kid. But ultimately, like all things with your children, it all comes back to you. You are responsible, you gotta look out, and now that maybe you watch this video or someone forwarded this video to you, you know that there is an issue. And that's without even jumping into all the child exploitation. But we'll save that for another day. Of course, because this is the Philip DeFranco Show, I wanna know your thoughts on this story. Also, what do you think YouTube could do better in situations like this? Or are you thinking, YouTube's doing their best, it's on the parent? Or a mishmash? I'd love to know your thoughts here. That's where I'm gonna end today's show. Also, remember, if you like this video, you like what I'm trying to do on this channel, you wanna support independent media, be sure to go to DeFrancoElite.com, sign up, become a member of the nation. Also, if you missed yesterday's Philip DeFranco Show, you wanna catch up, click or tap right there to watch that. Or if you wanna watch the newest behind the scenes vlog, click or tap right there to watch that. But that said, of course, as always, my name's Philip DeFranco. You've just been filled in. I love yo faces, and I'll see you next time.